curious about what's special about K-content?
In recent years, Korean cultural content has taken the world by storm.
So, what's your favorite K-content? Movies, dramas, music, exhibitions?
Are you ready to take your pick?
Starting with globally acclaimed K-movies. It's no longer rare for Korean movies to receive awards at international film festivals. And we can't talk enough about the K-drama sensation.
It's not surprising that drama filming sites go on to become major tourist attractions.
When we are on the topic of K-pop, we can't leave out idol groups. They are the driving force of K-pop.
K-pop idol group members do not only have exceptional singing and dancing skills, but they have the looks too. I'm a huge fan.
I really like Korean underground music. These days, talented K-indie bands are recognized overseas as well.
Oh, and Korea also has a lot of music festivals. You can meet musicians of all genres at these events.
Exhibitions happen in Korea all year round.
I also enjoy going to the theatre. There's no shortage of musicals, plays, and performances to choose from. So keep an eye on the theatre scene.
Then there is K-design, blending traditional and modern elements.
K-fashion, leading trends.
K-beauty, which takes beauty to the next level.
K-content, receiving praise the world over. Watch it, experience it, and enjoy it.
from all over the world. Local consumer prices continue to hover at the 2% rate in April. Turning to robots to allow the visually impaired the chance to better indulge in cultural experiences. Like the number of hybrid cars are registered in South Korea has surpassed 2 million with this locally developed Yuri rocket.
Arirang.
환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture and photos, and today our K-Culture issue segment, where it's all about the BTS fever. And I'm your host, Kwon So-ah. Let's dive in. And starting off the new week with me is our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa. Happy Monday, Soa, and happy Monday to all of our viewers watching. I'm Walter Lee, here to give you the latest in Korean entertainment and also co-host alongside our Soa here.
And today, Walter, we've got some huge K-Enter news. It's actually really historic news for K-pop. So, Walter, as we start off with one of the biggest annual music celebrations, the Grammys, and you've been keeping a close eye on Korea's entries there. So what do you have?
Yes, so K-pop Demon Hunters and their song Golden has made a historic triumph, and not only that, they've just become the first K-pop song to ever win a Grammy. Now, the global hit was announced as the winner in the Best Song Written for Visual Media category at the 68th Grammy Awards premiere ceremony in Los Angeles. Now, as I just briefly mentioned earlier, the K-pop, this marks the first time for K-pop composers as well as producers to actually win a Grammy Award. Now, I think there needs to be a shout out to the songwriters who were the ones who worked on this amazing track Golden, and they were EJ as well as Teddy 24, not Teddy 24, Teddy and 24, and the producing team of IDO. Now, Golden was also nominated for Song of the Year and went head-to-head with Blackpink's Rosé. But spoiler alert, they both ultimately lost out to Billie Eilish and her song Wildflower.
Well, congrats to Golden for their award. And we can't forget about our other representative, Rosé. So how did she do?
Rosé made a historic effort right at the start of the Grammys as she and Bruno Mars performed the, I guess, most popular soloist song, Aparte. And with Bruno Mars, it was more of a rock and roll rendition, and I think it did very well. Now, Rosé, along with her Aparte partner, were up for Best Duo Group performance, but beaten by Ariana Grande as well as Cynthia Erivo with their rendition of Gravity, the Defying Gravity from Wicked Part 1. Now, Rosé also was up for Song of the Year, but as mentioned, that went to Billie Eilish. Her last nomination came in the form of Record of the Year, but unfortunately, she left empty-handed. That went to Kendrick Lamar.
Well, there might be some disappointment, but still the whole of Korea is proud of her. And I mean, those nominations themselves are already a great achievement.
I think so.
Yes, and speaking of great achievement, lastly, we have some news on BTS.
I think we have a lot of news on BTS today, Soa. So yes, BTS has done more and more when it comes to YouTube views. They have now surpassed 800 million views on YouTube with their song Save Me, their music video Save Me. That was according to Big Hit Music. Now, released back in 2016, Save Me is a track from BTS's special album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever, With this achievement, BTS now boasts 10 music videos that have surpassed 800 million views. And the moment just continues for BTS as they are set to return with their full fifth-length album, Arirang, which we love here, on March 20th, which I think we'll talk about a little bit later, followed by the massive comeback performance at Gwanghwamun Square on March 21st. Now, the album racked up over 4.06 million pre-orders in just 1 week and hit about 2 million pre-saves on Spotify within 4 days, once again highlighting BTS's global impact in the world.
All right, thank you very much, Walter, for those updates. And as you mentioned, we're going to still talk about BTS later in the show, so stick around.
Will do.
And now let's go over to our AI anchor Arirang for more on the culture front. Arirang.
Thanks, Sua. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. More than 2.2 million foreign tourists visited Jeju last year, up about 18% from a year earlier. Chinese visitors to the island accounted for more than 70% of the total. Visitors from Taiwan ranked second, followed by those from Japan and the United States. By growth rate, tourists from Thailand surged 340% from 2024, marking the sharpest increase. Jeju Island plans to seek tailored strategies by country and region this year to further boost inbound tourism. The most borrowed book at public libraries across Korea last year was Human Acts by novelist Han Gang. According to the National Library of Korea's analysis of about 1,600 public libraries, the novel was checked out more than 60,500 times over the year. Following Han's Nobel Prize win and the ensuing global attention, 17 of her titles, including The Vegetarian and We Do Not Part, ranked among the top 1,000 most borrowed books in 2025. Total public library loans nationwide reached over 138.5 million last year, up nearly 4% from 2024. Gustav Klimt's Portrait of a Lady, which was dramatically recovered in 2019 after it was stolen 23 years earlier, is now on display in Seoul. Marking its first overseas showing outside Italy, the work is attracting huge flocks of visitors. The famous work is being showcased in a special exhibition jointly organized by the Galleria d'Arte Moderna Ricci Audi in Piacenza and Korea's My Art Museum. The exhibition presents around 70 works from the Italian Museum's collection, offering an overview of the evolution of artistic styles and movements in Italian modern art from the late 19th to the early 20th century. The exhibition runs through March 22nd at My Art Museum's Gangnam branch. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. Let's start with a word, tteokbokki. It's one of Korea's most iconic foods, made with chewy rice cakes simmered in a sweet and spicy sauce. Now take a look at these photos. Doesn't it make your mouth water? This year, National Geographic Traveler picked tteokbokki as one of the world's food trends, highlighting Korea's signature sweet and spicy flavors. They say Korean food culture, especially tteokbokki, is gaining global attention alongside K-pop and kimchi. Tteokbokki is traditionally made with a cylinder-shaped rice cakes cooked in a sauce of gochujang, chili powder, and sugar, that perfect balance of sweet and heat. And as this dish becomes more global, it's even been added to the Oxford English Dictionary. And look at the variety here. You see the classic version. There's another one with boiled egg, and this one is with a fish cake omuk. And here's another one with ramen noodle added. It's called lapbokki in Korean. And one more thing, during winter, that bright red sauce looks even more striking against white snow. So if you ever visit Korea, this is one dish, especially in winter, you really shouldn't miss.
Let's take a look at the first photo. I believe many of our viewers will find them very cute, and some of you probably want a whole shelf full. And starting with this photo, I want to bring you to an art event that just wrapped up yesterday. It's the K Illustration Fair held at COEX in Seoul. And this event wasn't just about cuteness, it was a whole world of creative expression. Illustrations, graphic design, live painting, picture books, games, animation, you name it. It was all there. Now move on to the next photo. This is the inside of the fair. And rows of booths and art and artists packed with different variety of arts. And that tells us something very clear. Korean illustration culture is vibrant and competitive, full of talented people ready to share their work. And here's the best part. Look at this crowd. So many visitors came to see the art up close, talk with creators directly, and even take home their favorite pieces. So if you were there, what would you have picked? A cute character plush, a handmade magazine, or maybe a piece of artwork that speaks directly to you? Now, you see cars driving on the highway, and right underneath, the river is filled with floating ice. This is the lower Hangang River area in Gimpo, just outside Seoul. And after an intense cold wave, huge chunks of ice began drifting downstreams, covering almost the entire surface of the river. It's called river ice flows, or in Korean, yubi. Now, let's move to the next image. Doesn't it look like the Arctic almost? But here's what makes this spot special. This part of the Hangang River is affected by ocean tides. So when the tide comes in, the ice actually moves upstream, freezing, breaking apart, and sticking together again and again. That's how these dramatic ice flows are formed, like this. Late January was especially cold across Korea, and scenes like this reminded everyone just how powerful winter can be. And sometimes even in the middle of highways and high-rise buildings, nature finds a way to surprise us, just like Yubi. Let's take a look at this photo. Stylish sunglasses and graduation caps on their heads, and they look pretty cool, don't they? But this isn't your typical graduation ceremony. These are adult students. In Korean, we call them manhakdo, meaning people who return to school later in life. And this photo was taken at a graduation ceremony in Yeongdeung-pogu district in Seoul, where students from all alternative elementary and middle school received their diplomas. Some of them are in their 60s, 70s, and even older, and many missed out on education when they were young because of poverty, war, or family responsibilities. So coming back to school took courage, patience, and years of effort. And while this photo feels fun and upbeat, people say the ceremony itself was deeply emotional, with lots of tears, hugs, and applause. Stories like this remind us that it's never too late to start something new. So here's my question for you. If you had a chance to go back to school at any age, what would you want to study? So now, from spicy street food to creative art, frozen rivers, and lifelong learners, this is Korea, full of flavor, heart, and stories at every corner.
Excitement is building worldwide as BTS prepare for their long-awaited comeback. With a new album on the horizon, world tour tickets, including shows in North America and Europe, have sold out in the blink of an eye, once again proving the immense power of ARMY. For a closer look at the global anticipation surrounding BTS ahead of their upcoming world tour, we're now joined by David Kim, a content creator and adjunct professor at Daegu Cyber University. Welcome back, David.
Hello, glad to be here.
And David, congratulations.
Oh, yeah, for what?
You personally got your hands on one of the tickets for
correct.
the BTS concert.
Yes.
So tell us which concert it is, when are you going, where is it, and how was the ticketing process? And also, if you have some tips to share with us on that success,
Oh, yes,
please.
I do. So, yeah, it was an absolute bloodbath, to say the least. ARMY literally call the ticketing process a war, and I survived from that war. Although it's third floor, I'm very grateful because I survived that competition. So my tickets are for the opening night in Goyang Stadium on April 9th. So I am very lucky. It's going to be their first concert in years, and I'm going to be able to witness the first opening of it. And yes, definitely I went to the PC room for the better connection, and it was a total competition over there. I saw so many people, including a lot of senior armies as well too, which surprised me. I've never seen the PC room fully packed of people that much, with a lot of females as well. It's normally very male-dominant culture, right? So I was very surprised with that. And yeah, although I succeeded, there are a lot of tips out there that people should know beforehand before they go into the process. I've listed a few. So first of all, go to a PC room for the best environment. And the second tip would be always stay calm. And this is coming from experience because I fumbled a lot. I was very nervous. It was my first time, so I misclicked on some places. And then in the blink of an eye, my queue was in 170,000 or something. Wow. So yes, that 1 millisecond or 2 seconds really matters. So always stay calm. And when you spot a seat, just go for it immediately. Don't try to get better seats or anything. That seat will be taken in a few seconds. So that would be the biggest tip for me, yeah.
Those are some great tips, and we are seeing some footage here as well with you trying to get those tickets. I saw the video myself. I think you were in the PC room for around an hour and a half, right?
Yes.
Incredible. And I think it's also very fascinating to see that we have senior fans there as well. We earlier saw in Seyoung's report as well, it's never too late to study. It's never too late to be a BTS fan as well, I guess.
I guess you're right, yes. And as I mentioned earlier on the K-Enter program, they are planning to come out with an album on the 20th of March called Arirang, which is great for us. Now, they're also going to be moving straight into performances right after the album comes out as well. Could you walk us through maybe some of their comeback schedules for us?
Yes, so as you mentioned, their grand comeback is scheduled on March 20th. It's their 5th studio album called Arirang. It's going to be released at 1 p.m. that day. And right after that, the next day on March 21st, there is going to be a historic comeback in the Gwanghwamun Square. A massive amount of population is planned to be there, present for the comeback show. And also, starting from April 9th, which is my concert that I'm attending, April 9, 10, 11 is going to be the opening for their massive world tour, Arirang, as well. So after that, they are on full world tour mode. They go straight to Tokyo and onwards to North America and Europe, and they go all over the world. And people are predicting a world tour of more than 100 tours right now. As of now, we know that 80 plus tours are confirmed, but yeah. Let's hope it might make history over 100. Yeah.
Wow. And speaking of those numbers of concerts, the president of Mexico actually officially requested an additional BTS concert. So at this point, it almost feels like a national level event that we're talking about. So when you hear news like this, what goes through your mind?
Yeah, so when I heard it, I was like, is this real? That was really surreal. But at the same time, I wasn't that surprised because at this point, BTS is like a worldwide cultural phenomenon. And it was kind of weird when I heard when the president requested this to our president. And I was like, oh, she should directly go to HYBE or BTS themselves. But the fact that Mexico has that much demand, apparently they only had 150,000 tickets for Mexico, but there was more than 1 million people that wanted to get in. So yeah, apparently it really was over demand. And also, if you think about it, BTS is not only just a music group anymore. They're a cultural phenomenon. They're a diplomatic ambassador, I would say. And that is why world leaders around the world are urging to visit their countries even more. The economic effect and impact they bring for those single days, those several dates in those countries are enormous. So it's not really surprising if you think of it in that aspect.
Right. Cultural diplomats indeed. Now, with some 4 million album pre-orders, like we earlier mentioned, sold out shows across North America and Europe, and also the Goyang concert tickets flying off the shelves. What would you say? Just disappearing in the blink of an eye. It really feels like this tour is on an entirely different scale. So how unprecedented is it? What do you feel about this?
Yes, so absolutely it is unprecedented. We started officially with 79 locations and 79 dates in multiple locations all over the world, 34 cities to be exact. But there are predictions that there will be additional dates to that. And as aforementioned, there will be more than 100 dates. Fingers crossed for that, for the armies that didn't get the tickets. But yeah, it is definitely the largest single K-pop concert act in K-pop history. That is a given. We are actually targeting Taylor Swift at this point. She has the world record for doing massive amount of tours. So hopefully, maybe BTS can break that record with this Arirang tour this time. And I would say a key game changer for this world tour in specific is the 360-degree stage design. So I've never seen this before with my own eyes, but I've seen some visuals on internet, and apparently there's like a center stage, and then the fans and the audience can surround the stage in 360 degrees and see them from all directions. So what the significance of this is that you can sell more tickets and more people can attend, so more people can experience the historical moment. So I think the sheer amount of people that will be able to witness this just amplifies the cultural impact. Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Wow, the Taylor Swift effect could be the BTS effect soon, so that's quite interesting. Now, it's been quite a long time since BTS has been back together as a group, obviously due to military situations. But do you think this long anticipation is the reason why maybe fans are getting a bit more excited? And how do you describe the overall mood of the fandom at the moment?
Yes, so the anticipation has been like a coiled spring. Like everyone was saving their energy, saving their bucks, everything for this one concert. I mean, ARMY has always been supporting BTS as solo acts as well too. During the military hiatus, there were solo activities, but like it can't really match the energy of the OT7, what we call the full group energy we're seeing right now. So ARMY is definitely very, very excited, and it's pretty obvious because they finished their military service, which is a huge pride to a lot of Koreans and for ARMY as well too. They're healthy, that's most important, and also fans are going crazy over their comeback because they've manned up now. Like if you look at their physique and up, they are ready for tour and they are different. They have matured a lot. So that adds a little spice to that. So the mood is very perfect. Everyone's in relief. Everyone's very enthusiastic and euphoric. And you can already sense the heat with those 4 million pre-orders. And yeah, the fandom just didn't stay loyal. They actually expanded over the years.
I'm glad to hear that they are healthy, because they have to be healthy in order to, go through this whole world tour, even if they have those additional concerts as well. But David, let's talk about the title of the album a bit more, Arirang, which also happens to be the name of our station.
Right.
So what kind of message or what kind of music are we expecting this time?
So yes, the title Arirang is, as you guys know, it's very symbolic to our country. It's called Korea's unofficial national anthem. And it has a lot of spectrum of emotions in the word itself, from resilience, happiness, sorrow, han, jong, all of that combined. So it's the culmination of Korean identity. And I think for the message, this is my own prediction, but I think they're going to try to reflect their whole career from the underdogs up till now, from the military experience. And I think it's like a reunion for them, for their long-waiting fans. And on top of that, probably a return to the roots message because they're opening up at the Gwanghwamun Square, right? So yeah, my prediction is that it's going to be that kind of concept combined with maybe some kugak, some traditional instruments from Korea. That's my guess. If not, I don't know. Maybe we can get some references from like Suga's Techita, which was very traditional in a sense, but also very trendy. But at the same time, group leader RM said that whatever you expect, it's going to be, unpredictable at your end. So maybe it might be totally experimental. We don't know. We're in the dark here, but I'm very curious.
Now, David, this is actually going to possibly pan out to be the largest K-pop tour in history, or to date at least. What are you most excited about? And maybe are there any other countries apart from Korea? Because I think obviously Korea would be the actual place to go to see them. But do you think there are any other countries that you might look out for the group?
Yes, so I think probably the most iconic one would be definitely the opening stage at Gwanghwamun Square because it just has so much significance in culture-wise, history-wise to our nation, right? So I think that would be the most iconic stage. But as for other countries, actually, it's their first ever stadium concert in Peru and Colombia. So countries like this are really, really excited because it's the first time BTS is actually visiting. And yeah, that's going to be a great sight to see because like these fans have been missing out for all these years. But for me, I'm a little bit biased, although you said maybe some other countries. I'm actually from Busan. So I think, yeah, the highlight for me would be their Busan concert. And it's not just because of bias. Actually, it's going to be held on June 13th, which is their debut date. And also, it's their 13th anniversary as well, too. So yeah, it's going to be a massive sentimental milestone, and as a Busan person, I'm gonna try my best to get hands on those tickets. And yeah, let's keep my fingers crossed.
Okay, good luck to you, David. And we are also going to be looking forward to your experience at the concert once you go to the Goyang concert, hopefully also to Busan, maybe some other venues as well.
Yes.
And thank you as always for your time and insights. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're gonna have you back here on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.
Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.